Today I wanted to talk to you guys about a game that you probably have never ever heard of if you haven't seen this one single video I made on it. A game that if you don't go deep down into some random articles, job listings, and just see the random coincidences here and there, well, you're not gonna hear about just yet. An upcoming game that is growing immensely every single day of its existence and that is now being worked on by 400 people. 400 people from a completely new studio, and we haven't heard a single thing about it. That's crazy. I'm talking about the upcoming open world project Everywhere. Everywhere won't be your typical open world action game though, and from what we know is also not expected to be the typical game you forget about in weeks. Everywhere is being made by Build a Rocket Boy studio, a studio which has been created by 3 former Rockstar Games employees, the creators of Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead Redemption. The president of this new studio is also not just some random Rockstar employee, but the ex-president of Rockstar North, Leslie Benzies, which founded the company after cutting ties with Rockstar Games due to growing friction with other Rockstar higher-ups. The other 2 Rockstar Games employees that joined were Matthew Smith, former audio director at the studio, and Colin Entwistle, former lead programmer, which all wanted to work on something truly ambitious. They all started the studio in 2016 and surprisingly got 42 million in funding for their first project, meaning it was more than enough money to begin creating a sizable development team to actually start and work on Everywhere for the years to come. People have been waiting for so long for Grand Theft Auto 6, and that didn't help with Rockstar Games releasing GTA 5 multiple times on new consoles and such. So now people are looking to please this need of a similar world or feeling as to GTA. This might be what Everywhere will be, but on a much bigger scale. Even though Everywhere has been in development for several years now, no one is actually talking about it just yet. But I can feel this game can be something else. Let's go into the details for what Everywhere will be. Mostly rumored to be some kind of life simulator game where you can be anyone. Build a Rocket Boy has only offered mysterious teasers here and there about what Everywhere could be about. We mostly have speculation and rumors, but what we know for sure is that it will be set in a near future massive open world, it'll have many narratives for you to choose from, and it'll feature seamless co-op multiplayer gameplay. This description for the game right here already heavily teases that the player could be the person in charge of deciding how they want to experience Everywhere. This could definitely mean that the project will let you create your own adventure and decide the path you want to go, aka almost like a life simulator game but with some kind of story. One thing to note is that a lot of these so-called life simulator games exist right now, but almost all of them are made by random companies, and each of these games have failed because first of all, they're being made by small companies, and second, it is way too ambitious. Games like Identity, which turned out to be a scam, or the game called Raw, which also turned out to be a scam. With Everywhere, this could be something different, as it is a AAA game being made for the next generation consoles by ex-developers of Rockstar. And with 400 other people, it's not a small team. Here's the description of the game in full. In the near future, technology has brought humanity to the precipice of a world-shifting change. There are those who want to use this technology to advantage only themselves, and those who want to use it to help all humankind. Will we look to the stars or stare only at our feet and think of ourselves only? Will we be inspired or live in fear? There's a war between good and evil in the hearts of men and women. Everything is changing drastically, and some people aren't ready and might never be, and there's no going back. They think everything's normal still, and that's the problem. It's a game, it's a community, it's a new world. The storm is on the horizon, and it is only the beginning of Everywhere. The game's official page also says that players are going to be an integral part of the game's creation. It's not clear as day as what they're saying here, but the studio might get a lot of players' feedback and even go into testing with players to figure out what Everywhere should be. To me, this all really looked like it could be what I'm thinking about and pretty much everyone's thinking. Some kind of life simulator game, but of course, even though this is a massive company, it definitely won't include every single job or every single opportunity on the planet, as that would take an infinite amount of time to make. But at least it can have the most important ones and the obvious ones, like police officer, drug dealer, bandit, designer, construction worker, the army, government agent, and such. Given Everywhere's director Benzies has had a pretty bad relationship with Rockstar Games and even went on to sue them, it's very possible Everywhere could be a little slap at Rockstar. Even so, its title is actually similar to a long-forgotten GTA city called the Anywhere City from GTA 2. This main city debuted in the 1999 sequel to the original GTA, but it was never featured in any following games. As revealed in a recent Everywhere dev team analysis on their website, the Eve Valkyrie designer Andrew Robinson is Everywhere's lead designer, with environment art led by Call of Duty veteran Liz Ubley. For almost every single person, the Everywhere team is full of AAA experience, with veterans from DICE, Rare, and Ninja Theory among its staff. Founder Benzies told VentureBeat in 2017 that Everywhere would be unlike anything he's worked on before. Everywhere has a lot of traditional game mechanics, but we're going for something more that draws inspiration from, well, everywhere, he said. Players are getting smarter and require more from their games, and we want players to have the real freedom to live in our worlds in the ways they want to. We're aiming to offer a huge variety of game modes and styles that not only tell our stories, but also enable players to live in the identities and adventures they want to explore. They've also just recently announced in November that Everywhere has switched to the powerful Unreal Engine. As of before, they were using Amazon's Lumberyard game engine to power the project. But Everywhere is getting more ambitious by the day. Here is their statement concerning that. We are fortunate to have great partners who share our vision and have invested in the studio to enable us to bring Everywhere to life. We are also very excited at how the current trends in the video game industry, as well as the creativity and passion of the global gaming audience, are further aligning with our vision for Everywhere, said Benzies. Over the past 4 years, we have been able to build a great team at Build a Rocket Boy, and the development of the game has progressed well, Benzies said again. Everywhere is now running on the Unreal Engine. The engine's tech advances over the last 2 years, and Epic Games' roadmap provides us a great opportunity to create a game built on a foundation that will remain at the forefront of the industry for years to come. As Build a Rocket Boy continues with full production of Everywhere, all studios are ramping up staff across all areas of game development and operations. I'd say Everywhere is not close to being released yet, and I also don't know if we'll be getting a teaser or trailer of some kind this year. We could definitely get a teaser at the end of the year, but let's not get too excited for now. Let me know if you guys are excited though for Everywhere by dropping a like and leaving a comment below. And also make sure you subscribe to stay tuned on Everywhere. Thanks to Space Beer Gaming, Rush Singbati, I Am Legend, Diamond Hunter 45, Themistocles, Rickno23, and Kianzo Fagari for being a master member on the channel. You can become a Survivor member for as low as 99 cents a month. It'll help me and the channel as a whole to make more and better videos.